Hey everyone, I'm Allison and you're watching Long Island Thrifter. Today I'm taking you into New York City to visit two incredible thrift stores, actually more like thriftiques. They are next level. So let's dive in. My first stop is at the City Opera Thrift located at 513 West 26th Street between 10th and 11th Avenues. As soon as you walk in, you know you are in a really beautiful thrift. I can't even call it a thrift. It's really a thriftique. It's absolutely stunning. And the first thing I noticed is this gorgeous faux shagreen game table in French gray. It is stunning. It looks brand new, which would cost over $2,700, but here it's $750. It really doesn't look like it's ever been used at all. And then over here is the manager's dog who's taken a snooze. How adorable is that? Everything is displayed so beautifully. Sales support the New York City Opera, and the store is best known for its curated collections. This is a made goods Ryland sculpture that sells anywhere between $800 and over $1,500. I couldn't find a tag on the one here in the store, but I'm sure it's a lot less than those prices. I really love this space. It feels like I'm in a gallery actually. It's just so stunning. And then as I made my way up here, I noticed this mixed media neon hotel sign by Philip Hazard. It's selling for $1,200. He's like a retired neon sign maker here from New York, and I found one of his pieces selling for $1,800 online. I really liked it a lot. I don't know, I like that kind of stuff. It's fun. When you get up here, you're going to really take a look around and turn around because there's this little room with lots of little treasures in it. And make sure you spend some time in here and look up. Don't forget to look up. I always do that. I have to remind myself when I'm in stores to look up or look all the way to the bottom of the shelves to see what kind of treasure there is. This is a Hepplewhite style secretary selling for $750. Real Hepplewhites, as you can see, go for thousands. Hepplewhite is considered one of the big three English furniture makers of the 18th century. I walked out of that room and I walked up towards the register to find this case filled with goodies like Christian Louboutin. Look at those pink shoes, they're great. And Manolo Blahnik and other friends in there too. Past this area is the men's section, and then you have to go downstairs. I was so excited to find an entirely other space down here filled with more treasure. It's just a great store. You have to come here. I know the prices are high, but in relative to New York prices and these items that are here, they're not that bad. I know a lot of you are going to comment on that, but I have to say there's some really great items here that are relatively well priced. I always have to hit the tchotchkes first, and I saw this vintage Noritake Art Deco lemon dish, likely from the 30s, for about $10. I found one selling on Etsy for $26 and a sold comp on eBay of a similar one for $11.99. But I left that behind, and then I turned my attention over here. This looked like Meissen to me. This bowl was $20 in nice condition, very pretty, but not my taste. I don't generally pick things like that up. And then it's so funny, you go from Meissen to Star Wars down here, which is always fun. They had some cute things. And then I had to, I always have to look at the mugs because you just never know what you're going to find. And most of these were about $2, which is great for New York City because I've been in a really dumpy Goodwill in the city and mugs are like going for $4 or $5. So these were good prices for mugs, definitely. I like this Cardinal one. Very pretty. Then I noticed sitting behind it was a Stormtrooper mug. There must have been a big Star Wars collector out there that dropped their stuff off. This was $6, and these run anywhere from 10 to 13 on eBay. Take a look at this room though. There's lots of great artwork to check out. It's just really stunning, and you really could spend a lot of time in this entire shop and still have to go around 2 or 3 times because you've missed things. This is a great mid-century dresser. And then above it, I noticed that, well, that's a big artwork of negativity, divorce. I wouldn't have that on a wall. Over here, I found this gorgeous ladderback rush seat child's chair for $95. Not a bad price. They run around the same price on eBay, but I think the seat on this one is definitely much more unique. And this is a 20th century Empire style secretary for $350. Isn't that beautiful? Everything here is just so comfy and inviting. I just love the way everything is laid out. This is a 68-inch Chateau d'Axe leather chaise for $650. It feels like butter, by the way. If you bought the entire sectional, it would cost over $7,000, with the Ottoman pricing around an extra $1,000 separately. Then right behind it, I walked around and I saw this really cool piece. I thought it was a sewing machine stand, but it actually says an industrial typewriter stand, and it was $100. Really cool piece. I really liked it. You can make that into a bar or something in your apartment, or something like that. Over here is a gorgeous flame mahogany Empire chest of drawers with turn legs for only $250. I found one selling on Etsy for $1,500 and another on Leonard's New England for $2,800. These are beautiful pieces, but that $250 at the thrift store is a fantastic price, and there was only some minor damage on it that could be repaired. Don't forget when you're walking up the stairs to look at all the incredible artwork on the walls. It's just a really beautiful place, really stunning. There's all kinds of artwork, so every taste is covered. Also, look up at the ceiling. Isn't this a showstopper? This is a Made Goods Genesis 9 light chandelier for $650. And if you look online, it's over $2,800. The clothing is absolutely beautiful, in great shape. There are no stains. They're just really beautiful pieces. And don't forget to look up on the walls to see some of the opera costumes. They are gorgeous. Those are not for sale. That's part of the decor, I believe. They are definitely not for sale. They also have a lot of great jeans. These are $30. These are Levi's. Also in fantastic condition. There is a beautiful costume jewelry case up by the register, and definitely sit down on the chair and take a look at all of that stuff. Over here next to the costume jewelry, I did see these really cute Charlotte Olympia ballet flats. They were $125, and on eBay I did find a pair that sold for $128. They weren't my size, so I left them behind. My next stop was HousingWorks at 125 West 18th Street. I'd never been to this location before. There are HousingWorks all over the city, and I highly recommend you stop into all of them when you see one. Their mission is to end homelessness and AIDS. Check out their jewelry. Their jewelry is absolutely stunning when you walk in here. But it was these chairs that are just so unusual, I had to take a look. They're called Dino chairs, and the green one is currently up for bid on the HousingWorks site for $820, while the orange chair is currently over $1,000 in their bidding. Not bad considering one on Artsy is selling for $9,500. Isn't that incredible? I would have never thought. I don't know. Would you pay that? Drop a comment below. As always, I've got to check out the mugs. Aren't those cute koalas? Adorable. This one was $3, so they're higher priced than the Opera Thrift. I would have said $1 on the mugs, but I don't know. Just move them out, right? Look at all the beautiful china pieces. I mean, these are stunning sets. Absolutely gorgeous. One thing I noticed about both of the stores I was in today, they are so clean and neatly organized. Unlike Goodwill can be very when you pick something up, there's stuff falls out of it and it's gross. This is really beautiful and clean. I felt like I was in Europe. As I've told you before, to a lot of my European viewers, your stores are absolutely gorgeous. Down here, I found these vintage adult Japan pallet dishes selling for $6 each. I found a pair on eBay selling for $45, but no sold comps. They're really pretty. And that was my cat Bella. She's meowing. She's saying hi, everybody. Then I spotted this barrel chair. It's selling for only $150. It's in beautiful condition. When I looked them up, I found on eBay a pair of them sold for $900. So that's a really good deal in the shop. There are tons of bags that are in beautiful condition. I really like this one, this black one, and I was very tempted to pick it up, but I have enough bags. There's lots of clothing in beautiful condition. I love that little kid's sweater. It's adorable. There's a lot of shoes, so they're on top on most of the racks, on top of the racks, and they're in really new condition. I really like these Chucks. Those were really cute and fun, although you could just wear them like once in a while. I mean, can't wear them every day. But the sneakers are in great condition too, aren't they? This is an Etro champagne velvet accent chair for $275. I do think it looks more comfortable than the Dino chairs, don't you? This is a Palachek outdoor chaise, and it's been reduced to $425. It's actually a really good price. They are makers of very high-end furniture. As you can see, this is the Mara Outdoor Chaise Lounge on their website. They don't have a price on it. And then on Neiman Marcus, it's shown as sold out. But when you're on Google and you look at it, it says it's $54.60, which I kind of believe, actually. I really do. Then I saw these shoes. This was actually a woman in the store. I had to just video her shoes because I thought they were so wild. Not in a way that I would buy them, but I thought they were fun. So I looked them up, and they're by a maker named John Fluvog, and they're discontinued now. Makes sense. Don't forget to look at their window displays. They're always fabulous. Thanks for watching, Long Island Thrifter. If you enjoyed this video, I think you're going to like this one next. Keep on thrifting.